This is a review of everything, everywhere, and all at once. This is one of those movies that just sticks with you after you watch it. Played by Ke-Huy Quan in a wonderful return to form for the actor since his iconic roles in The Goonies and Indiana Jones and The Temple of Doom. The couple are going through a tough time as they prepare for their annual tax audit and deal with the revelation that their daughter, Joy, is dating a woman. She has too much to worry about in the present and simply cooey and be bothered to ponder the meaning of life or the existence of other dimensions. It is such a huge concept that it would take something like 2001, A Space Odyssey or Interstellar to pull off a story like this. But here, we have a low-budget indie film doing the same thing. It's a wild ride, and at times it can feel a little overwhelming. But the cast do such a good job of selling these outlandish scenarios that it never feels like anything less than a thrilling adventure. He perfectly captures the quiet desperation of a man who feels like he has lost his purpose in life. Joy is a lesbian who is struggling to come out to her parents. Stephanie does a fantastic job of portraying Joy's internal conflict, as she tries to balance her desire to be true to herself with her love and respect for her family. Harry Shum Jr. is wasted as the hot dog musician, but he does have one fantastic scene where he plays a hot dog-themed electric guitar solo. If you could please like, share, and subscribe to support my channel. If you do, I would like to thank you in advance, so thank you. Anyway, back to the review. This film features some of the best fight choreography I've ever seen. The fight scenes are creative, inventive, and brutally effective. There's one particular sequence that takes place in a crowded nightclub that had me on the edge of my seat. Wayman is such a good person, always trying to help others and make them happy, even if it means sacrificing his own needs and wants. The cinematography by Florian Hofmeister is absolutely gorgeous. The film looks beautiful, and the color choices are perfect. It's a mind-bending journey that will stay with you long after the credits have rolled. It's funny, it's thrilling, it's sad, it's beautiful. It's everything you want a movie to be. If you're looking for something new and different, then look no further. Everything, Everywhere, and All at Once was the film of the year when it was released, and it's a must-watch for anyone who loves great movies. My favorite scene visually is the opening one in the laundromat. The camera work here is so fluid and graceful, and it really establishes the film's unique visual style. The editing is excellent. The film cuts together at such a fast pace that it can be difficult to follow at times, but that's part of the fun. The film's score is composed by Sun Lux, and it's amazing. The music is used to great effect throughout the film, and it perfectly complements the visuals. When he does finally stand up for himself, it's all the more powerful for it. Jamie Lee Curtis is great as the villain. Jobu, she plays the role as a nihilistic being who believes that existence is inherently meaningless. Jamie makes Jobu Tupaki strangely sympathetic. Despite their nihilistic beliefs, Jobu Tupaki is still capable of love and compassion, especially towards Evelyn. In a way, Jobu Tupaki is the ultimate nihilist. They don't hate life, but they also don't love it. They simply see it as meaningless, and it's this apathy that makes him so dangerous. Michelle Yeoh is fantastic. As Evelyn, she perfectly captures the character's exhaustion, both physically and emotionally, and you can see why she doesn't want to be bothered with saving the universe. Michelle brings such humanity to the role and makes us care about Evelyn despite her flaws and shortcomings. When Evelyn finally embraces her destiny and becomes the universe's last best hope, Yeoh sells it brilliantly. Balancing moments of quiet determination with fierce displays of action and power, she really is a joy to watch. The film follows Evelyn as she travels between different dimensions and versions of herself, to learn what it means to be alive, and to understand her own personal connection to all of existence. Along the way, she assembles a team of unlikely allies, including a washed-up celebrity chef, a hot dog-themed rock musician, and a talking raccoon. Yes, a talking raccoon to help her take on Jobu, but when the IRS agent assigned to their case reveals his true identity as one of Jobu Tupaki's agents, things get serious, and Evelyn is forced to confront the reality that there may be more to life than what she sees around her. They're also struggling to connect with their respective families, with Evelyn's mother being a smothering presence in their lives and her father having recently passed away. It is a film about an aging Chinese immigrant who discovers she has a connection to a vast network of interdimensional beings, who claims that he is from an alternate dimension and that he was sent there to warn her of a powerful nihilistic force known as Jobu, whose name means nothing in Latin. Apparently, Jobu Tupaki is destroying all other universes and dimensions because they believe that existence is inherently meaningless. And so the only hope to save reality is for Evelyn to harness her own latent abilities to become the universe's last best hope. All of this is explained to her through a series of bizarre, surreal, and sometimes violent visions, which Evelyn experiences while doing mundane things, like ironing clothes or making dumplings. With this newfound power, she must fight against a nihilistic being who wants to destroy all of existence. It's the most fun I've had at the cinema in a while, but it's also a really moving story with some incredible performances from the cast. The thing that surprised me most about this film is how insane and ambitious the premise is. There are literally too many ideas in this film to unpack and discuss them all here. Ke-Huy Quan is almost as good as Michelle Yeoh. His portrayal of Wayman is both heartbreaking and hilarious. Stephanie Hsu is also great as Joy, Evelyn's daughter. The direction by Daniel Kwan and Danielle Scheinert is superb. They keep the frenetic pace of the film steady throughout and never let the audience catch their breath. Everything, Everywhere, and All at Once is one of the most original and exciting films in years. Thank you for watching.